going to show you how to remove the top panel on the rear trunk and the rear light diffuser. Let's get into it. When we get our new cars, the first thing we do is actually disassemble a lot of it. Why? Well, because we enjoy doing it, but also we just want to learn how to do it, and then we process it, document it, and then try to create a document so that other people can also remove it. And we also make videos, because that's what we do. We help Tesla owners customize, protect, and maintain, and be able to do projects on their own. And luckily, Teslas are pretty easy to work on. So one of the most interesting thing that for me, for the new Model Y, was of course the front and the rear is quite different, but the rear diffuse light is super cool. And it's a diffuse light because it actually radiates light right there. That's actually where the light is coming from. And it creates the light on the ground right here, right? So it looks really cool. It's not just like a light bar that shines on the light. It actually creates this line like on the tail, right? So that's really cool. So we'll kind of walk you through pretty much from start to finish. And typically we walk you through on how to remove, but we felt like because of how, it's not hard, but I think when you're first doing it, it can be hard. We felt like it was much more valuable to actually show you from the inner side rather than from actually removing it. So I'm gonna walk you through step by step on what I did to remove all of these so that you can also remove it for various reasons. So let's get right into it. And I'll talk about the tools as I go, but definitely you need a 10 millimeter. I will definitely have like an 8 millimeter. I'll tell you why later. These are just things I removed because I was just curious. You need a T20 and a T27, okay? So this is a T27 right here, T20 right here, and a T27 right here. You do want some trim tools, something like this. And also sometimes you might want to use air pump. And these are things where you could wedge in and then pump it and then be able to remove trims, right? And then I do like using like a trim tool like this. We sell the yellow ones. These are pretty much the same thing though, but they work really well in terms of prying and then getting some of the trims out. All right, so let's get right into it. So the first step is you do need to remove a lot of stuff. And this video is going to be for this top panel. I don't even know what the term is. But it's like part of the trunk right here, but then to get to the rear light diffuser. So you cannot remove this light and the camera without removing this, right? Because if you look, and I'll get to it in a little bit, it's actually held by 10 millimeters right here, and you can't access it until you actually pop this out, okay? So step one is you need to remove this U-shaped trim. I think Tesla calls it the top trunk trim. And if you look at it, let me just show you from the back end. It is essentially just a bunch of clips. It is a very, very simple construction. Typically what I do is I start from somewhere around here and I just pull. The trick here, guys, is not to be timid about it. You have to kind of do a real quick jerk, and then typically once you get it out, you can work your way all the way around, okay? Once you do that, you are going to have to remove this trim right here. All right, this is called a top trim, and this is where the buttons are. But one thing to notice is there's a clip right here. Once you remove that top trim, this little clip is going to be right here. So you have to remove it, and to remove it, these are standard push clips. And what you do is you get either like a trim tool like this or this one, and you basically get under it and then loosen it up, and then that's when it'll come out, okay? So once you remove that, let me just show you the construction right here. It's a crap ton of clips everywhere, right? So you got some alignment points right here, but these are standard push clips, and you have to be careful. So what I would do is once you get started, and I start it from the back side right here. So once you get started right here, you see all of these. I work my way from the back side once I remove this clip, and then work my way all the way around like here, okay? So one thing I totally forgot is I did remove this right here. This is the bumper stopper, and basically it just goes like here, and then that's it. You're just spinning it. So super easy. Why did I remove it? Well, because let me show you. It's a little bit easier. You don't have to, but I find it a little bit easier to remove because it has to go through these 2 holes, and that's where the bumper stopper is, right? So basically, for the outer, what you want to do is use a tool like this or a pry tool like this. And if you can see the clips, and we'll show you, let's get around here and show them this, and we'll like stay on that camera for a little bit because they can kind of analyze where the clips are. But you can essentially grab it right here and just kind of do a tuck like this and then be able to pinch it out so it releases, right? So you don't have to do like all of it, and you can, like, for example, get right here in the middle very well, but you kind of work your way around. You kind of start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 clips, guys. I think I counted right. If I didn't, sorry. So once you remove that, notice that there's a connector right here. The connector is for the button, okay? And the button is right here. And this is a very, very standard clip right here. You just need to push it. So I have a modified tool that I made. I'm not sure where I put it. It's like a little, like, bent.
Is it in one of the pockets?
What pockets? No, it was out somewhere. Anyway, it's a little tool that's like bent like this, and then I just kind of use it to push it down, right? Or you could use your fingernails, you know, and then you just pull outwards, right? So that will be removed once you, like, it'll just fall out. So be careful. And then I just put it aside, and that's really the only connection that you'll have. Once you have that, you'll actually access this. And it's a lot, okay? It looks really cool. You can see the casting of it. But this right here, you also want to remove. This is a weight, and it just hooks into this little thing right here. And then it's a 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter that goes right here as well. This is a weight, so it's pretty heavy, you know. Just goes like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it back right here. And then you'll have access to a bolt right here inside once you remove that, and that's gonna be a 10 millimeter. And then I'll show you the back side of this, right? But you basically want to remove all the Torx and all the 10 millimeter. So I'm gonna show you from the back side right here now, without damaging this really. Be careful. All right, cool. So let's talk about the lights right here. So you can see that this is where the 10 millimeter bolts are, and I'll show you the 10 millimeter. And then there's another one. I think that's it, actually, for the light itself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then a bunch of push clips all over the place. You see all that? And then over here, you have a lot more. So the center one I told you about, that was the one where once you remove the weight, you'll have a 10 millimeter right here, 10 millimeter right here, 10 millimeter right here. That is it, right? So, sorry, that is not it. I just keep remembering a bunch of other clips. So on top of that, this is gonna be fully exposed. Even without removing that bottom trim, this is gonna be exposed, but you got a Torx 27, I mentioned that earlier in the video, and then you got a small little one. This is where it connects. And once you do that, this is where it pulls into this pillar area right here. So this is where you also need to remove as well. So once you remove these two on each side, the 3 10 millimeter down the middle and a little bit more in the, I guess, right here, it's essentially held by this white clips right here. You see this? Right? And these clips kind of suck, right? And the biggest thing for me, it took me a while because I was like trying to pull it, and typically once it releases, it just releases, right? But I did not see that this was apparent. This was actually visible, right? Because when it's installed, it's all the way out here. So you don't actually see any of that white, right? So I actually had to get my hand in there, and I felt it, and I was like, oh crap, this is what's holding it. Once I released it, it literally went all over the place, and I caught it, right? But like it just came out, right? So I'll show you a really cool tip on how to release this, and I learned this on YouTube actually. Get like an 8mm, okay? Get an 8mm socket like this. You know, with your finger, kind of get around it and just do this. This is actually not an 8mm, so that's why it doesn't fit. But once you put it in, it will actually squeeze it in and it'll pop it out. So it is a really cool hack in terms of being able to work on this clip. So when your hand, just bring this down and move it in and then push it, push it, push it. Be careful if you have someone else, like have them just wait for it because it's gonna fall. And then it'll just pop out immediately once it kind of releases. Once you remove that, that's the first step. You'll actually have access to all these clips right here. So you can see right here, 1, 2, like all of these, right? And then let me just close this and show you. All right, so once you close it, these are the connector to the camera, the back camera, the button. This is, I believe, to the button of the trunk. And then these are actually the lights, right? The lights for all of this, right? So you can see right here, there's a slot right here, slot right here, slot right here. And those are the brackets that I mentioned, 1, 2, 3. And once you remove those 3, you already removed some of the bolts out here, the 10mm that I mentioned. It should really pop out fairly easily. It shouldn't really like fight it, honestly, and it'll just pop out. Be careful because you do need to disconnect this. And here's a trick. This one's easy. You just pull back and you just kind of like push down and pull back at the same time. So push down and pull back, okay? This one's also easy because you just push, right, and pull. This one's hard, okay, because why is this hard? So this is like this, and you have this much space underneath it. There's the little handle right here. You see that? So I have a right angle tool. I can't find it right now, but that's what I used. So this is my $1 tool. So I basically, I love using this, but I basically got a cheap metal flathead, and then I got a plier and I twisted it. And I've been using this for a while. But when I can't access it, I just get this little hook and then I go under it and then I can pull it out. All right, for any of these clips, guys, be very careful. You never want to tug on the actual cable. You always want to hold the plastic area instead because you might damage it, and this is something that's very sensitive because of the cameras, right? So that's how you remove it. As far as installation, you pretty much do it, all through the process. Look, if this video wasn't that helpful and you think we should do it all over again, put it back and do it again, let us know. But I thought it would be a little bit more helpful. So let's just show everybody what it looks like, right? So this is actual, the panel, right? So this is where the T27 and T20 is gonna be right here. All the clips right here. And you got 3 10mm nuts that hold it right here. And that's pretty much it for this, okay? Now let's talk about this. I told you once you open this up, you have 3, 1 down the center, and 3, of course, the cables the harnesses that we just mentioned. And then you can see that there are also bolts right here, right? And then bolts right here, 10mm, and then bolts right here down the center. And then everything else is going to be a clips, push clips. So there's 1 here, 2, 3, 4. There's a good amount of push clips that hold it together. And then let me just show you this one more time. I think it looks pretty cool. And we're gonna talk about this a little bit more in detail in another video in the second part of the series. But this is what it looks like. Oh, and if you're wondering, how do I remove this Tesla logo? Super easy, it's just a bunch of adhesive. Look at this. You see it kind of moving? Yeah, because it's just a very thin layer of adhesive. You can just use heat, and then you can just get it out. So very, very easy to remove. So we will do another video once we're done with R&D, just so you guys know. So hopefully that helped. Let us know if you have any questions about the removal process for the rear diffuse light and the top panel of the trunk hatch. Hopefully that helps you guys. Click on that subscribe button because we have a lot more content coming in the next few weeks. We'll see you later.